Hard freeze tonight. So we're joined now by Mike Berner. Mike, good morning to you. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing good. How are you guys over there?
Doing well. All considered, obviously. A lot of us don't
Right.
have water. Some are going back and forth with power. But thank you for joining us. And on behalf of everyone here at KHU and everyone at home, thank you for answering these questions. And Mike, you are the associate editor of Family Handyman. So actually, Cheetah Craft, our meteorologist here in the morning, she just mentioned this. We are on the verge of another hard freeze coming off days without power and no water. What sort of advice do you have really as the expert here for our viewers that I'm listening to, because I really want to kind of peel some of your information, peel your brain here?
Yeah, well, first of all, like that water thing is tough to deal with when you don't have any. We just dealt with the same thing with the water main break. Some things that you can do is fill up your bathtub for things like flushing your toilet. And what you can do with that water is dump that water into the tank of your toilet so that you can then flush it. Things like washing dishes, that water is great for stuff like that. Fill any drinking containers with drinking waters that you have. Some other sources of water might include a dehumidifier if you've got one. Keep that running so you can keep that water coming out of the air. Rain barrels if you have that. Snow is another source of water. You can bring that inside and let it melt so you can use that for things like flushing the toilet and washing hands and dishes and things like that.
Something I did see, Mike, and you know what? I saw this on social media, and then I saw it at my apartment complex too. People were going into the pool and just getting, buckets and buckets of water and then taking it back to their apartment. Can you explain maybe how that could be helpful for people that aren't living in a home? Say maybe they're living in an apartment complex. How would that sort of be beneficial for folks getting water from a pool, maybe?
Yeah, well, certainly you don't want to drink that water,
Yeah.
but you know, like I said, you can use that water to flush toilets is a major thing. You don't want to be sitting around your house with, that stuff going on. Um, Washing dishes and washing hands and giving yourself sponge baths, all that is good to use that water for.
All right, we're going to bring in Lauren Tallarico if we can. Oh, no, we cannot bring in Lauren Tallarico. All right, so Mike, you're the expert here. For people at home that, no power, a lot of people are getting power back, but there's the chance that they may lose power again. Any, home hacks that you have for people at home if they should lose power again, or if they're still without power and the water pressure situation's still uncertain here as it is Thursday in February?
Yeah, so if you've got power, heat your house up, open those cabinets so that air flows behind where your plumbing is sitting. Other things that you can do is cover your pipes with blankets, and if those pipes are outside, cover those again with like a tarp or something to keep the weather off of them. And one other thing to remember is as that water thaws in your home, if you've got freezing pipes, that might be the time when you start seeing a leak. Maybe that pipe bursts, but the ice is now blocking that. Um, know where your water shut off is at, so that you can then turn the water off, so you don't have a major issue. Another thing to remember is there's a little cap that you can buy at the hardware store called a shark bite, and there's a plug. So if you do have a leak and it's a bad one, you can then cut the pipe and plug that pipe up so that it stops the water, so that you have time to call a plumber.
Absolutely, and those are relatively inexpensive too. So that could be a quick fix to save people in the long run a lot of money. All right, Mike Berner, associate editor of Family Handyman. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it this morning.
Thank you.